In this video I will make a watch box from this piece of walnut. I started with the shape of origin and using the grid function to locate the pocket where the watch will sit in this plank. One of the few problems I've had with Shaper is knowing exactly where I place the design on the plank, and the grid function has really helped me with that. I tested the size of the pocket and realized I needed to make it a little bit bigger, so I changed the design and routed it larger. After finishing the pocket, I began preparing the lid. I cut up some thin pieces of walnut that would be the walls of the lid. I cut them into the right size on the table saw before moving on to the punter router to cut the dovetails. After routing all the tails, I mark out the pins on one piece. I only do this on one piece to help me adjust the router and set it up to make sure I don't remove too much. Once I know it's cutting the pins to the right size, I can cut the rest with the same setting, knowing they will all be the same. Some say this step isn't necessary and just go straight into cutting the pins, but I'd rather be safe than sorry, especially since I don't have any extra material for the lid. With all the pieces fitting nicely, I move on to glue the box together. For the lid, I veneer a small piece of MDF, but this veneer will actually be inside of the box facing downward. When I made the fit nice and tight, I glue it into place with the clean MDF surface facing upward so I can glue another piece of veneer on top as the visible surface. Once the glue is dry, I sand the top flush to get a straight surface for gluing the final piece of veneer on. But at this stage, the design of the box isn't set yet, so I play around with different veneer pieces to see what might work. After a while I decide on the walnut burr because it looks so good with the rest of the box, and I keep the colored veneers aside to use later for decoration. I trim off the excess veneer on the table saw with a simple jig I built. The jig acts as an extra fence, allowing the overhanging veneer to pass underneath, while keeping a straight reference edge. When the lid is almost finished, I go back to the bottom piece that would hold the watch and cut that into size. I use a 3mm roundover bit to route all the edges. Finally, it's time to make the inlay on top of the box. I start by marking out the center of the lid, then I route out the circle, and into that space I fit a piece of green colored bird's eye maple to symbolize the watch that will go inside. I attach the veneer piece with double-sided tape to make sure it stays stable while I route the shape. I considered making the watch pillows in wood, but last time I did that, the client mentioned that he preferred a soft material to hold the watch, and since my leather crafting skills aren't that great, I ordered a few different handmade pillows, and I decided to go with the black one. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. I've got plenty more projects on the way that you don't want to miss. Thanks for watching. Bye.